Hello, and thank you for joining us. My name is Terry Tucker. I'm a professional geoscientist with more than 30 years of international exploration experience, and I'm the president and CEO of Kalo Gold. Throughout this presentation, I'm going to walk you through Vatu Aurum, our 100% owned epithermal gold project on Whanawalevu in Fiji. By the end of this call, I want you to understand three things: what we own, what we've already found, and most importantly, where we're going to find more. I'll let the forward-looking statement speak for itself. Please do read it carefully. Over my career, I've been involved in the discovery or advancement of projects that today contain about 14.5 million ounces of gold. Eagle Gold in the Yukon, Kuraginanalt in Northern Ireland, the Mungana district in Queensland, Tulu Kapi in Ethiopia, and Tassawini in Guyana. Different jurisdictions, different deposit styles, but the common thread is recognizing the architecture of a large mineral system early and following it through with disciplined exploration. Our EVP, Kevin Ma, brings the financial side. More than 20 years in corporate finance, over $500 million in financings, over $500 million in mergers and acquisitions. That gives Kalo both technical and capital markets leadership. Now, address matters. Vatu Aurum sits squarely on the Pacific Ring of Fire, the same volcanic arc that has produced about 249 million ounces of gold around us. Grasberg, Porgera, Lihir, Kainantu, operated by K92. These are significant gold mines, and they share the same tectonic setting we're working in. We are in the right neighborhood. Closer to home, in Fiji itself, Vatukula has produced about 7 million ounces and is the longest operating gold mine in the country. Lion 1 commissioned the Tuvatu underground gold mine in 2024. That matters because it proves that a modern, bankable gold operation can be built in Fiji today. Stable jurisdiction. 45 minutes by air from Nadi to Labasa. 100% owned. 367 square kilometers under 2 prospecting licenses. A 40-kilometer gold corridor along what we call the Nubu Graben. 18 separate epithermal upflow centers identified. That means 18 separate places where a gold system was venting its surface in the geological past. And, this is the important number, 16 of those 18 have not yet been tested at depth. Inside the most advanced part of the project, the Kiriaga complex, we have approximately 14 interpreted diatreme structures in a single 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer zone. A diatreme is, in plain English, a buried volcanic vent, the plumbing of an epithermal gold system. 14 of them in 1 square kilometer is unusual. Of that, we acquired with the project a 30 million Canadian dollar historical exploration database. We did not pay to generate that data. It came with the ground. Prime, Wainikoro, and Kokoloa, all sitting on the same 40-kilometer Nubu Graben. They are not 3 separate prospects. They are 3 expressions of one integrated volcanic complex. That is the most important interpretive shift we have made in 2026, and I'll come back to it in a moment. And we now see the project this way because of what we've done this year. We've flown 6,212 line kilometers of high-resolution helicopter, magnetic, and radiometric survey, the entire property, at 100-meter line spacing with 50-meter infill over the priority areas. LiDAR and orthoimagery, 100% complete. For the first time, we have a single integrated geophysical picture of the whole project. Prejudice at Wainikoro, we've collected more than 9,000 soil samples already this year, with another 10,000 planned. We have arsenic in soil corridors more than 1 kilometer long. Just over the last 2 weeks, our field team picked up an in-situ quartz chalcedonic vein within those corridors, with on-site gold screening values up to 3,400 detect-ore units, a strong signal of high-grade gold at surface, with certified assays pending. On the geology, briefly, we have 2 principal gold-bearing systems on the project, both active, both intact. One is a vein-hosted epithermal system along the Namalau-Loma-Buka corridors, classic low-sulfidation pathfinders, selenium, arsenic, antimony, mercury, thallium. The other is the diatreme system in the Kiriaga complex. The interpreted primary feeder zone for that diatreme system sits at the convergence of three faults at about 395 meters depth. We have not drilled it yet. That is the single highest priority drill target on the project. The other important drilling told us. Drill hole DH11 at the QC1 diatreme intercepted 22.12 meters at 12.8 grams per ton gold, including 7 meters at 35 grams per ton, including 1 meter at 83.3 grams per ton. That is bonanza grade gold, intercepted on the first deep test of the system. True width approximately 20.7 meters, starting at 43 meters depth. Near surface, wide and high grade, from the first hole. Our approach from here is generate targets. We drill enough holes to validate the system. And then, and this is the part that matters most for capital, we step out only when we know where to step. We have deliberately paused further drilling until the airborne magnetic data is fully integrated into the model. One well-placed hole is worth more than 10 poorly placed ones. 6 months, 8 news releases. Here is what we delivered. January, closed 12.5 million Canadian dollars and put crews in the field within 15 days. February, adopted on-site detector gold screening. The correlation against certified fire assay is 98% on drill core. April 8th, drill hole DH17 confirmed 16.9 meters at 3.25 grams per ton gold and confirmed that the gold system at QC1 is vertically continuous from surface all the way down into the diatreme. April 22nd, at Wainikoro, drill hole DH19 intercepted what geologists call bladed carbonate textures. In plain English, that is the fingerprint of a gold depositing fluid that was actively boiling. It is the textural evidence that says this is a live system. April 29th, magnetic survey on track. May 27th, we updated our structural model and now interpret Vatu Aurum as a single, multi-phase, structurally reactivated volcanic complex. One system, not three. Briefly on our board, chaired by David Whittle. 3 directors on the management side. Kevin, our in-country lead Michael Nesbitt, and myself. 2 further independent directors. On the special advisor side, Paul Harbage, former SVP Exploration at Goldcorp, now CEO of Faraday Copper. Alistair Still, former corporate development at Newmont, now CEO of Gold Mining Inc. David Medilek, president and COO of K92 Mining, the operator of the Kainantu mine you saw on slide 4. These are people who have built and run gold companies. They are on our side of the table. On capital structure, as at the end of May, approximately 118 million shares issued, fully diluted at 191 million. 52% institutional, 18% insiders, 30% retail. We are tightly held, we are capitalized through the current program, and the team you just heard about owns shares alongside you. On sustainability, we hire local in Fiji. We have signed consents in place with the Matakali landowners across both licenses. We use helicopter-borne geophysics in place of ground disturbance wherever we can, and we operate closed-loop drilling water management. Responsible exploration is not a slide for us. It is how we operate. So here is the thesis. 100% of 367 square kilometers in a proven gold belt. Bonanza grades already confirmed in the ground. 22 meters at 12.8 grams per ton. 16 out of 18 epithermal centers still untested at depth. An interpreted feeder zone at 395 meters, untested. And, for the first time, a fully integrated geophysical dataset that tells us exactly where to drill next. My job over the next 12 months is to answer one question. Is Vatu Aurum a multi-deposit gold project? We now have the framework to test that question, and the magnetic data to sequence which target gets drilled next. We expect certified fire assay results from Phase 2 drilling at Kiriaga and Wainikoro, and we are in active discussions on follow-on induced polarization and ground gravity surveys to refine the next round of targeting. The technical content of this presentation has been reviewed and approved by Andrew Randall, PGO, a qualified person as defined by National Instrument 43 101. Our full news release archive is at kalogoldcorp.com and on CDAR Plus. Tickers TSX Venture KALO, OTC KLGDF, Frankfurt 9M51.